Hey guys, today I've got a pretty cool video. This video is about Levite. What exactly am I looking at? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is the 2020 Battle for the White House chess set. So 4 years ago, they had this limited edition chess set created to, of course, commemorate, they created this chess set in memory of the 2020 presidential election. This chess set includes multiple plastic, I know they look like metal, but they're plastic pieces that look like political figures. And you may be asking, why? Why would they make this? And to that, I ask you, why have they not made this earlier? You may have seen the collectible Civil War chess set that was really popular a while back. This is kind of like that. At the bottom, you can see it includes multiple different political figures. And the neat thing about this is that it's Democrats versus Republicans. So why just watch the election play out on your TV and watch as the polls close and which states are blue and which ones are red? Instead, why not just play a chess game to decide who wins the election? This was really cool, and when I saw it on TV 4 years ago, I really wanted it, and I got it for Christmas, and it was awesome. But anyway, let's look at the box. So of course at the top it says 2020 Battle for the White House chess set, and it says Certificate of Authenticity included. And it also says, let the election play out in your home. And right here it says Democratic presidential and vice presidential nominee chess pieces available online after October 1st, 2020. Podiums included to play now. What does that mean? I'll show you later. Anyway, on the front you have the chessboard and all these pieces. You've got like former President Obama, Vice President Biden, Brett Kavanaugh, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Donald Trump, an elephant, a donkey, some podiums in the back, Sotomayor, all those people. Of course, it says Democrats versus Republicans and shows all the pieces included. At the top of the box, it shows you the chessboard with all the pieces. It looks very beautiful. At the bottom, again, shows all the pieces, but this one I accidentally ripped, so years ago I just printed and taped these new things on there, and I know it looks horrible. Yeah. On the left, you have the Democrats, and on the right, you have the Republicans. And here are all the pieces with a better look, as you can see them, but we'll also show you what they look like even better later in this video. Now here's what I was talking about earlier. It says empty podiums to play now. Final nominee pieces available online after October 1st, 2020 to complete your set. Now, at the time that this was manufactured, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris weren't the Democratic presidential nominees yet, so they just had to use, podiums, which I think is pretty smart. I also find it pretty funny how if you get the extra pieces, which you could have ordered separately, which were pretty expensive. I mean, 2 pieces for $10. Anyway, you would get 2 Joe Bidens. One is a rook and one is the king. And I think that's kind of funny. But then you got 2 Joe Bidens, and honestly, I think they should have made another piece that you could order to replace the Biden. You see how he's sitting down in a chair? You could have done Bernie Sanders sitting down at Joe Biden's inauguration. Remember when that picture was really viral? But anyway, at the top right here, it reads,
let all the action of the 2020 presidential election unfold in your home with this collector's edition 2020 Battle for the White House chess set. Democrats stand face to face against Republicans. Each piece is painstakingly designed with impeccable detail, featuring President Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence, legislative leaders Pelosi, McConnell, Schumer, and McCarthy, as knights riding symbolic donkeys and elephants. Justices Kavanaugh, Sotomayor, Roberts, and Ginsburg are the bishops, and former presidential teams Bush, Cheney, Obama, and Biden are the rooks. Plus, the pawns are elephants for the Republicans and donkeys for the Democrats, because that's the animals that are representing those parties, which I think is pretty funny and cool. And because the Democratic nominees were not known at the time of manufacturing this exquisite collectible, there are 2 empty podiums included, so you can play now. The Democratic presidential and vice presidential nominees will be available online after October 1st, 2020 to complete your set. Details inside. This 2020 Battle for the White House chess set is the keepsake collectible you'll cherish for generations and proudly display in your home. This is the first and only one of its kind, so you can take yours home today.
Sorry, I know that was a mouthful. But anyway, let's get this thing opened up. Open. Nice. Now, let's get our pieces. Alright, let's move this to the side. let's check out the pieces. Let's start out with the Democrats. They won't come in a bag like this when you bought them, but I just had to sort them somehow. Alright, for the pawns, we have donkeys, which are the symbolic animal of the Democrats, and this is probably unrelated, but Democrats, the donkey is quite possibly the worst animal you could have chosen to represent your party. Or depending on how you look at it, the best. I gotta admit, though, the sculpting on these looks very nice. And, no, they're not made of metal. They're made of this, like, hard plastic. But their bases are really nice with this nice shimmery blue and this nice gold at the bottom. Pretty nice pieces. Next, we have the rooks. For the rooks, we have former President Barack Obama and current President Joe Biden. But, of course, at the time, he was the vice president. And they are sitting down in these comfy chairs with their legs crossed. Looking very nice. Great sculpting on these. Look at these. These are extremely detailed. And next, we have the best part about this chess set. The knights. In some chess sets, especially early ones, the knight was like an actual knight riding a horse. Today, they're usually represented by just a horse, but they used to be knights riding horses. And here, they decided to show Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer riding donkeys. This is the greatest chess set of all time. This is hilarious. And the sculpting is extremely nice. Guys, you cannot make this up. It's Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer riding donkeys. This chess set already gets a 10 out of 10. Anyway, bishops. Standing tall with their robes and flags behind them, you got these judges, Sonia Sotomayor and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Unfortunately, in 2020, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, but that was after this chess set was released, so they didn't have any replacement pieces for her, so rest in peace, Ruth. But again, these pieces do look very nice, and I really like the flag. And then these are the podiums for the vice presidential and presidential nominees. Very nice. Nice and blue. Looks perfect for the president to stand in and the vice president. But we're missing someone. There we go. Here we have President Biden and Vice President Harris. And we'll find out today if she will be president. Okay. I know that all the pieces look very nice, but honestly, these pieces look very rushed. I mean, Biden actually looks okay, I guess. Looks fine. But Harris looks horrible. Like, that face does not look like Kamala Harris. Look at that. I think it's because all these pieces, they had time to do this. But, like, since these pieces were rushed because, oh, gosh, they just made the candidates. We got to get these out before Election Day. Harris, okay, fine, her hair looks fine. But just her face does not look like Harris. Anyway, there's her podium. All right, move over, Democrats. It's time for the Republicans. Let's see how the GOP handles the pieces. As the Democrats had their donkeys, the Republicans have their really nice elephants. Again, excellent job on the sculpting. If only the camera would show it. There we go. Very cute elephants. Rooks. Here we have former President George W. Bush and former Vice President Dick Cheney. Of course, great sculpting as usual. Looks a lot like both of them. And then we have these Justices Brett Kavanaugh and John Roberts. Everyone knows them, right? Well, thank goodness for the set, because if it weren't for it, then probably no one would have known them. But they do look very nice. Of course, who could forget the Knights? Awesome. You've got Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell riding elephants. This is the best thing ever. And then we have former President Donald Trump and former President Michael Pence. Of course, Donald Trump looks great with his hand. And the Vice President looks nervous but not rushed, thankfully. But yeah, those are the Republicans. But where's the board? Of course, you can't play chess without a chessboard. Fold up. Fold to the side. Fix yourself. Here we have this beautiful chessboard. You've got this side red for the Republicans and this side blue for the Whigs. No, I'm just kidding. That's an old presidential party. But now, let's get this set up. Boom. This looks very nice. If someone wants to get into politics and they like chess, this is the best way to do it. Look at this. Imagine if this was the actual way that elections played out. Like they had a chess game and which party won was the one who won the election. That would be hilarious. Of course, we can just put the podiums there. I guess this already gives the Democrats the advantage because if you know the rules of chess, then what if one of the pawns goes to the other side of the board and they become a king or they can become a queen? Then if you've already got your queen still, then you can have another queen and all that, So yeah, it'd be pretty hard for the Republicans, but if there's a smart player in the Republicans, then maybe it's pretty close. Oh, I almost forgot about the papers. This is the Certificate of Authenticity. It says, this original Certificate of Authenticity verifies that you have received an original and unique Battle for the White House chess set. This product is educational to foster political discussion while memorializing a moment in history. It has not been approved, endorsed, or sponsored by, or connected with any of the individuals or political parties represented, either expressly or implemented. I don't know, I'm sorry. It was produced in limited quantities and inspected for quality. And here I've got copy number 271,782. And then, of course, if you don't know the rules of chess, it comes with some nice rules, which I think is kind of weird down here. It says it's covered up with this block here, but when you peel it back, I've already peeled it back before, but I glued it back. It says continued on back. So I guess they just accidentally messed this up, and yeah, they probably just yeah, see, it says continued on back. Probably just messed it up in printing. They were like, oh yeah, we got to cover that up, so they did. Yeah, all the rules to chess on the back here. And I think this is kind of funny because on the back, somehow I guess there was a glitch and they included 2 Obamas. Interesting. And also, this is the form that shows you how to order the 2 Democrat pieces. All that I, of course, did. And at the back, it says upgrade to the presidential edition. I wish I did that. But it's this nice wooden board. You can fold to store it, and all the pieces are in there. Very nice. So that's the 2020 Battle for the White House chess set. Do I think they did a good job? Absolutely, except on Harris. Do I think you should get this chess set? If you possibly can. If it's on eBay or somewhere, if you can buy it, because they don't make these anymore. They really should have made a 2024 Battle for the White House chess set. That would have been awesome. But, alas, they didn't, for whatever reason. But anyway, I think that if you can get the set and you're interested in getting it, you should. Because these things are pretty pricey and worth a lot, actually. I think this is really fun. Maybe you can predict the election with these pieces and see which party wins and which one will win the whole election. Or if the election didn't go your way, then pick your party and just destroy the other team. I think this is very cool. And I also almost forgot this. This is the box that the pieces would have came in. Joe Biden came in this one. This is just the box that they would have came in. So, if you want, you can go ahead. You can put your Biden away in this, or your podium. And you can take this out, put the vice president in there, put that there, and close it up. And there you go. You have your pieces stored in there. This chess set already gets a 10 out of 10. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this chess set if you got it. If you like this video, please give it a like. And hopefully this election turns out for the better of America. And I'll see you guys next time.